Today we want to talk about 3 tropical plants that you can grow in a subtropical area. We're in zone 8B. So fam, these are not plants that I assume you can grow. These are plants that I have been growing for many years, and it has been proven that you can grow them. Now, can you grow them the same way they can be grown in the tropics? That's a no, but they can be grown, and I'm gonna show you how. So fam, let's make our way around to the first fruit that we want to talk about. Alright fam, so the very first fruit is the pineapple. Alright, so we have had success growing pineapple in the ground for many years. But as you know, last year was one of the coldest winters that we have had. So my plants got knocked down pretty bad. But as you can see, they are coming back. Alright fam, so while you can grow pineapple plants in the ground in a subtropical area, zone 8B, it is usually the best to grow them in a pot because weather is so volatile, and sometimes they can make it, sometimes they can't. Putting them in a pot is usually the best way to grow them. And yes, you can grow humongous pineapples in a pot. I've done it many a time. Alright, so this is one of the plants that I actually produced pineapples off last year. It was a big pineapple. Alright, so, and this is what's left over of that plant. So pineapple plants are pretty much like a lot of fruit and rhizome plants. Once they actually fruit, that mother plant, that plant that actually produces the fruit, perish. But it do produces pups where you can harvest the pups and make more plants. So a lot of us grow pineapple from the tops of pineapple that we purchase out the grocery store, and that is fine. That's how I started mine. You will usually have to wait roughly 18 to 24 months to get to a fruit. Alright, so that varies from place to place depending on how bad your winter is. But once you get that fruit, your mother plant will produce pups, will then give you pineapple every year, and you can get tons and tons of pups off of one mother plant. Now what you were just looking at is a mother plant with pups on it. Let me show you. Now this here is a pup off the mother plant. Alright, so generally all you will have to do, matter of fact, I might leave that one on there, but this is another pup, and we're gonna go ahead and remove it so you can see exactly how this is done. And I need to go ahead and pot up all these pups so I can get more pineapple plants. Right? So you just grab it and separate it from the mother plant. There we go. Alright, so this is a plant all in itself. This plant will give you fruit, and I have got them in as quick as 6 to 8 months. So these are ready to go. You no longer ever have to wait 18 to 24 months to get a pineapple. And it's just one of them. There are tons of pineapple pups on this mother plant. And I'm going to go ahead and take off a few more because it is that time. I need to go ahead and put them in their own pot so they can grow. When I say it's time, it's been time. It's past time. And this is the biggest one. I think I'm gonna leave it attached to the mother plant so it'll be already established in roots, and it can fruit faster. Alright, so while these other ones will have to go ahead and establish some roots and get going, that plant, because I'm leaving it on this, will use the existing rhizome system and fruit from there. I have removed all the pups off of the mother plant except this one. I'm gonna leave it on there and I'm gonna let it grow as one with the existing root system. This one should give me fruit very soon. These are pups off of that same plant. Tropical plant number 2 that I suggest growing in the subtropical area is none other than the passion. Same thing with the pineapple. So once the ground freezes, it's gonna hurt this plant. And if it's freeze for too long, it's probably gonna die all the way back to the ground. Some years it has made it through the winter. But what we do to make sure we have plants that make it through the winter is around September, October, I go ahead and start getting cuttings from my passion fruit. I get plenty of them just in case some of them fail. Alright, so all it requires is for you to cut the tips off one of these plants, you know, skim back some of the leaves, stick it in some soil and let it root. And you want to do it early enough while the weather is warm so they can go ahead and take root and go ahead and start growing a little bit. So that is vital. Alright, do not wait till it's too late to go ahead and get cuttings. You can even go ahead and do it now. The reason I don't do it now is because I'm concerned about cutting off fruiting stems. Okay, so this particular plant has fruited already this year and I pinched them off because the plant wasn't big enough. Alright, but now it is grown pretty nice and we allowing some of the fruit to go ahead and set. Alright fam, so once you get those cuttings, simply stick it in the pot and you should get you a plant. Now from a plant this size, you should get a plant that looks like this in just a couple of months. Alright, so they are very fast growing and the fruit is amazing. Alright fam, so you will definitely need a trellis for one of these things, but you will take that plant and you will protect it during the winter time so it don't get completely hurt. It needs to have some sunlight and it needs to be warm. It may not grow during the winter, but as long as you can keep it live, as soon as it get warm outside, you gradually bring it out and plant it and get you this. This started from that plant you just saw in the pot just this year. So it can definitely be done. Passion fruit, amazing. Next. Last but not least, number 3, as you may be able to guess, as my title as the Dancing Banana Man may suggest, the banana plant definitely can be grown in a subtropical area. Alright fam, so the most hardiest of the 3 I would say is the banana plant. Alright, so in our zone, the subtropical area, which would differ from yours, I can leave my bananas in the ground all year long. Now they will have various amounts of damage because due to the weather, but they always come back. These things did not exist at all at the beginning of the year, and they went from nothing to this. With a banana plant, they grow from rhizome, and the rhizome is in the ground. Long as that's protected, your plant is good. But in some areas, it may be beneficial for you to mulch your ground heavily or dig up a pup, take it in for safekeeping, just like you would do the pineapple and the passion fruit. I'm going to take you around and let you see some of the banana plants I have in the yard, the different varieties anyway. Alright guys, so even though we had a brutal winter, we still have bananas producing. Alright, so this is amazing. And I grow it for the fruit and for the love of it. So if I were to get one, I'm still good. It's a win-win. I successfully grew my plants. Alright fam, so just like life, your growing is only limited to what you are willing to go through to get to what you want. All right. So we have a lot of people that always say that, you know, I can't believe or I love the fact that you give us this information. This is what we're here for. You know, I'm not learning or experimenting with stuff to get information to keep it to myself. I want to share it with my soil family. I want everybody to get the love, the success, the feel good for growing in life. So if I could do that by trying and failing at a couple of plants to see how I can successfully do it and give that information to you so you can successfully do it, it's a win. Till the next time, guys. Peace.